Oh, I wish that you hadn't pulled the trigger. Shut me down with my bitter heart. My blood is getting thicker. You shut me down with my bitter heart.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a video on bows, and we're going to be comparing one from an event as well as two that I've crafted. So let's crack on with it. So the bow we're going to be looking at today is the Burning Love. I have my own homebrew bows as well that we will be using for comparison, but this is a compound bow, and unfortunately I don't have any compound bows to compare with this. So we're just going to be using the ordinary bows, my homebrewed ordinary bows, and we're going to be comparing it with this compound bow, the Burning Love. Now, if you want to acquire this weapon, you're going to have to seek out Tunnel of Love, the event over by Nuka World. And it's not the most common event currently, but it does pop up now and then, and I definitely recommend going to do it so you can acquire one of these magnificent weapons. So for me, the damage, 1238, is pretty high for a weapon. This is pretty much a one-shot weapon for most things, and that 766 burn on top of that is just absolutely glorious. Coming in at 5 seconds to get that burn done. It is really nice if you're at a boss fight at an event and you've got other people there with you, so you don't get overwhelmed. It is super nice. But yeah, like I said, if you want to get this weapon, make sure you go check out Tunnel of Love. So we're over in Wetstack, and we're going to be checking out the Burning Love. My homebrewed bow here, the Bloodied Explosive. This also has Lucky Hit, which gives us that 15 bonus VAT critical charge. This I'd rather hit chance or various other things. This isn't really super fantastic. And then we've also got 20% damage to weak point, as well as that. I just thought I'd throw pinpointers on. I had so many of them, so I went ahead and did that. Over here we have an instigating one. This has 50% limb damage as well as 3 agility, because I just don't have anything to change on there right now, as well as 20% damage to weak point, as we do have pinpointers on this one as well. They both have explosive on there, and we do have cards to benefit from that explosion. We also have bouncing arrows as well, which is really fun to use. So first of all, the Burning Love. This thing absolutely spanks. It is a absolute walloper. We had a little bit of collateral over here, and the bouncing arrows, I tell you, when you're hitting like a freight train, and sure you're getting a small percent of the damage, it's still enough to take stuff out. That was a crit there, 5,590 damage, and we're not even bloodied on this bad boy here. Absolutely just cleans up. Now obviously one of the downsides of a bow is getting that next arrow out. It does take a second, as you can see here. It does take a second. You're not going to be just laying down, I guess in this case, wood downrange. But you will be able to, with the bounce shots, hopefully alleviate yourself from any overwhelming pressure. Right, here we have the Bloodied Explosion one, and this thing I really enjoy. It does let everybody know that you're here, but the arrows are exploding and bouncing, which makes for a very fun time. The damage is less than the event bow, as you can see here, and it doesn't do that burning effect, but what you do have is that extra explosive damage on top. So the raw damage is definitely lower, but your AoE potential is higher, I would say. That was not a crit. I believe there's another one in there somewhere. You there, let's just take you out. So you can see that double hit there. I believe we hit something else somewhere. Who was it? Was it you? Will this kill me? Ooh. Saved by the percent. You in there? Hello? Oh, there you are. You can see, look at that double hit there. That was like 2,800, I do believe. Hit there. That was the actual arrow hitting, as well as the explosive hit on top of that, which just does so much damage. As you can see in here, absolute chaos and carnage. Now, the other one people do like to use is the instigating, and we do have one of these here as well. And you can just absolutely blast through Watoga. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be too fantastic on this guy, apparently. We just get that head. Just stick there. There we go. That was about 3,000 there with the explosion damage on top. Oh, we just destroyed something down below. I can... Something died down there. 4,287, but I couldn't see the explosion damage. There's just so many numbers just flashing in my face with this one that it's hard to tell what exactly is coming from where. What damage numbers goes to where. This guy got a little bit of the collateral damage. There's another guy somewhere. Where is he? On there. Any more? I'm gonna say there's one more. Let's just have a quick look around. Oh! You ganker! That actually freaked me out. What was that? You see those double hits in there coming in. I can't tell, like, I want to say that is the explosive hit as well as the normal hit. It's kind of insane. Right, let's jump in here. Put that away. Let's get into stealth, even though it's irrelevant with this weapon. Just chaos in there. Oh, jeez. Let's switch over to the event bow. Try again. Was not a crit. 3,900 damage. This thing is an absolute beast. I mean, it just wrecks, doesn't it? And we actually got a bounce on that guy with one of the arrows. You could see he was burning without us shooting. So those bouncing arrows are really, really handy. Especially if you got something like burning on there as well, right? You're just spreading those burns around, spreading that love around with this weapon. Disappear. Silent killer. From the shadows, we strike. Anyway, without being any more cringe than that, let's see what is in here. Hello. How are you, sir? You okay? You okay? Do you want some love? Would you like some love? Some love? And that's going to conclude this video. I hope it helped you guys out, and I hoped it was informative. We have 3 different bows today, and I hoped it kind of showed the numbers that you can get, the potential places to use these bows, and the potential places where they might fall off a little bit compared to other weapon systems. Either way, cheers all for joining me, thanks all for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one.